Got to get this all set up here. Not really sure why it didn't just work right off the bat. But apparently, if you have it rotated, that's how it goes. All right, guys. Well, Iowa completely choked this one away. Um, Missouri is a good team with a veteran quarterback, for what it's worth. But man, Iowa really missed a prime opportunity to win 9 games this year. All right. Trying to get my screen all set up here. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. There we go. So, Iowa definitely choked that one away, guys. This is my first time going live on my phone. I don't know why it doesn't allow the camera to go the opposite way, but that's fine. Iowa completely choked this one away. They really missed an opportunity to win 9 games. It's very unfortunate. All right, let me start here. Let's start with Brendan Sullivan. Brendan Sullivan in the first half looked good. He was doing some things that were good. He was escaping the pocket. But in reality, this game is kind of a culmination of his time at Iowa thus far. He in his starts, there has been some good things. There's been some very bad. The bad in this game was his turnover when Iowa is knocking on the door. They could either live to fight another day and go for it on 4th down, or punt it and pin Missouri back. Instead, he gives Missouri a short field, and Missouri scores. They have all the momentum in the game, and Iowa really, really struggled to get any semblance of momentum back in that game, or in the second half, really. In the first half, there was some decent stuff that he did. There was the fake that he was going this way, ended up going this way, not right on the goal line, bang, bang play. It looked like it was a touchdown. I think it was the right call that it got called back for a touchdown. And Iowa ended up scoring. But I said in my Facebook group on the game thread, I said that Brendan Sullivan, and this was really apparent in the second half, late in the first half. I said, Brendan Sullivan looks to take off and run way too quick. He gets out of his progressions way too fast. And in an offense like what Tim Lester have, or what Tim Lester's offense is, you have to be patient in your progressions. It's not just one. If it's not there, you go. And pretty much on every single one, even the ones that ended up being decent plays that he was able to get on the ground, still, he took off too quick. You can get away with a few of those a game, but this is kind of the thing that more mobile quarterbacks kind of work through, which is the gamesmanship of picking moments to take off and run early and moments to be patient, stand tall in the pocket, and deliver a pass. Now, overall, I'm not saying Brendan Sullivan lost Iowa the game, but guys, this is a culmination of what we have seen all year long from the Iowa Hawkeyes, which is they have a fantastic run game. Tim Lester's run scheme is solid. Iowa's offensive line is solid. But in the end, when Iowa plays a team that is above average, and I should have known this in my game prediction, but it had been a lot of times since the last time Iowa played a football game, I was able to delusionally tell myself otherwise. Iowa, when they play teams that are above average to good to elite, because they have a virtually non-existent passing game, sooner or later, it comes back to bite them. Unless they are able to just totally steamroll and dominate in the run game. And on top of that, their defense is able to really kill it. If that is not the case, they will find a way to lose the game. Let's look at the team stats here. Let me move on to the team stats and talk about Iowa's defense. And I'll read some of your guys' comments. It's been a while since I've done a live. I'm glad I did. So let's see here. Let's look at the team stats. Brendan Sullivan, 14 of 18, 131 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT, compared to Brady Cook's 18 of 32, 287 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kamari Moulton had 14 carries, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Brady Cook, 14 carries for 54 yards. Iowa could not stop Brady Cook pretty much the whole game. Brady Cook got whatever he wanted, and that is what I was not anticipating in this game. I was not anticipating Iowa struggling so mightily on defense. I mean, this Missouri offense is not bad, but this is not an elite offense either. Marquise Johnson had 7 receptions for 122 yards. Jarriett Buoy had 3 receptions for 30 yards. And that's the thing for Iowa football, guys, is the lack of options at wide receiver. Now, just to get this going on the defensive side, too, where Iowa really struggled much more than I expected. I didn't think Missouri would score over 25 points. This Phil Parker defense struggled way more on the back end than I think most people would have predicted before the season started. Xavier Wanpa did not take the step forward that was predicted. Some of the DBs, Iowa missed Jermari Harris mightily. The person who ran the most was Xavier Wanpa. That dude has got burned multiple games this year. And like I said, he has not taken the step forward that was anticipated. So it is what it is. All right, guys, that is pretty much it. It is what it is, guys. Iowa finishes 8-5. Not really sure, what more to say about it. I think that this is who Iowa was this year. They were at times a good team, but not great. At times, for much of the year, they were above average, and that's about it. We'll see what happens in the transfer portal. There's some good things with Brendan Sullivan, but overall, not the best. He's definitely has a lot of development that needs to happen, and we'll see what Tim Lester can do with him. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Iowa loses 24-27. Tough loss. What are you going to do? It's time to turn the page to next season and see what we can do for looking ahead. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.